With Walk MS just 4 days away, we are shining a spotlight this week on multiple sclerosis and the need for a cure. When you think of MS, you probably picture adults dealing with this disease. But did you know there's actually a growing number of children who battle MS each and every day? That includes right here in Hampton Roads. Katie Collett introduces us to one of those children from Virginia Beach.
8,000 to 10,000 children. That's an estimate of how many kids in the United States have MS, according to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. It is an earth-shattering diagnosis that can be hard for an adult to wrap their head around. So what if you're a teen? And what if you're the teen's parents?
I was 16. It was like last year, January 5th.
Isabel Samante remembers the exact date when she began her journey to a shocking diagnosis.
I noticed it because when I was in class, like my right eye was getting blurry.
After a trip to the pediatrician and then an ophthalmologist, the Samantes headed to the emergency room for an MRI.
I was expecting to get eye drops and then my eye would be fine, but then I found out it was something way more.
This athletic teenager, who was a great student at Lansdowne High School, was focused on college and getting her driver's license, learned she has multiple sclerosis.
Oh, well, am I going to be able to drive? And then definitely sports. I was wondering if I could still be active and do the things that I usually do.
You go to worst case scenario. You do. You go to what happens to her now.
Ricardi and Veronica Samante were terrified for their child.
I've never fell to my knees before, and I fell to my knees that day. I didn't think she could go to college anymore. I didn't think she could have children anymore. I didn't think her life would be normal.
Normal. Can you have that with MS?
My neurologist was do everything normal. He's don't do anything different. He basically just said it's a new normal.
But try as she might, nothing this teenager did felt normal.
The first probably 3 months, I wasn't happy, I was just scared.
Isabel had a lot of learning to do. According to the MS Society, multiple sclerosis is an unpredictable, often disabling disease of the central nervous system. It disrupts the flow of information between your brain and your body.
I was oh, I'm just gonna be tired all the time, maybe I'll be in a wheelchair, I don't know, what's gonna happen.
She admits her grades began to slip. She stopped caring about school, but her friends rallied.
They're very supportive. If you need me, I'm here, and that's cool of them to do that.
Isabel and her family surrounded themselves in love and positivity.
Don't be afraid to talk about it and have any kind of support you can get. Go ahead and take it.
It took some time, but Isabel picked herself up.
Everyone just came to us to help us, and her friends were there for her.
She and her family formed a Walk MS team and marched for the cause through Norfolk last year.
I had all my close friends and family there.
This teenager may be one of the young faces of this disease, but she is so much more than MS, and she refuses to let it stop her from reaching her dreams.
Honestly, I consider her my superhero.
We're happy to report Isabel was accepted to both ODU and VCU. She is still deciding between the two, but she knows she wants to become a nurse. If you'd like to learn more about pediatric MS support, click on this story on wavy.com. Katie Collett, 10 on your side.
And Wavy TV 10 is a proud sponsor of Walk MS. It is this Sunday, April 8th at the MacArthur Center Green in Norfolk. Registration is at noon. If you would like to join the Wavy Warriors or donate to our team, go to wavy.com and search MS.